Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Form of Therapy. My name is PD, and today we are going to be reacting to 기억 사탕 by Billlie. Super excited for this because, well, one, I recently reacted to Trampoline, which was great, but that is not the only reason why I'm excited for this because I'm a year late, but I finally checked out the Village of Perception Chapter 3 album, and oh my God, it has been on constant repeat. I have been re-listening to that album for the past 3 weeks now, over and over and over again. I love Nevertheless. I'm obsessed with Nevertheless. I play it almost every day. It's so good. It's so good. But not just Nevertheless. That entire album, Lionheart, every single song on that album is just fantastic. So I'm excited for more Billlie. This one is called 기억 사탕. 기억 사탕 is I accidentally raised my mic. 기억 사탕 is Korean for like memory candy. 기억 is memory and 사탕 is candy. 기억 is, well, to remember memory. So I'm sure they have like an official English title for it on streaming, but that's what it translates to. But we've already got a very strange opening shot as per Billie's music video. So I'm already excited about that. Let's go ahead and check out 기억 사탕. A Yeti playing the piano. Wow. Wow. I'm already really digging just this video's direction. Wow. Very groovy. Murder? What? Did they murder or knock out the Yeti man? And they're trying to hide the body? What's going on? Why is she biting the diamond? Oh, interesting. It's like the diamond is symbolic of the memory. Ooh. That's cool how the stone skipping matched the that drum pattern. That was cool. You're like a bird in a cage.
기다린 걸까 오래 비워둔 빈칸이 채워질 순간 눈을 맞추고 약속해 이제 우리를 다시는 잃어버리지 않을게
That's a very brilliant touch. Why were things floating in the air? Appendix of all all we have lost. Hmm. Huh. Usually the Mystic Story singer is at the beginning of their music videos. This time it was at the end. What does that mean? That's Billie's reputation. Makes me question everything down to even why was the stinger for the label at the end of the music video and not the beginning this time? They always have such a very fun approach to their title tracks and their music videos. And Kiok Satang surprised me in a way that I honestly was not expecting to be surprised. I was expecting to be surprised by their usual quirky, bright, crazy sort of title track style, but that's not what they gave us. In fact, I love this song. As I said, I've been listening to that Village of Perception Chapter 3 album a lot. And I really love I love the vibe. I love the jazzy vibe. And this title track gives exactly similar jazzy vibes. And I'm actually really surprised that they would make this the title track. It sounds like something they would do for a solid B-side, but to do it as a title track, I think, is another unexpected curve from Billlie. So love the song. I love a good jazzy groove, and I love how bright and celebratory it sounds. And yet, and the top line too, like that's really bright and pretty. But the lyrics are, I don't want to say not so much. The lyrics aren't necessarily fully dark, but the lyrics speak to them associating memories with candy and popping bits of candy in their mouth to remember something. And the memory is ever so always out of reach. And the choruses all end with like, but I probably wouldn't want to go back, or it's probably something I wouldn't like. And so I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. Billie's lyrics are always really hard for me to decipher. But in particular, I heard that IU wrote the lyrics on this. And so there's an extra level of just poetry that is extremely difficult for me to process. But I love the song. In the music video, I thought it ended on such on a heartwarming and beautiful note. I am aware that Sua as well as Suyeon were on a hiatus for a bit for obvious reasons, and they hug each other at the end. And I thought that was a really poignant way to end the video. But not just that. I know a lot of Billlie fans were excited that they're all together again, but throughout the music video as well, it looked like they were lost and they were all separated, right? And there has been this, mind you, I have zero grasp of the Billlie lore, okay? I love Billlie because it is so hard for me to figure out, and I love a good challenge and I love a good mystery. But since their debut, they've always been looking for someone, or Billlie, the idea of Billlie, or somebody named Billlie is missing, something along those lines. Always the classic look of them holding flashlights, present even in this music video. But maybe the song is so bright and it's so jazzy and groovy because they found Billlie, and it feels like that moment when they enter like the building at the end, and they find, or Sua specifically finds Suyeon. There's like this very touching, heartwarming moment, and throughout the music video, there's like this drawing of and this portrayal of like a bird in a cage, and there's even like a shot of like the bird in the sky, and perhaps they're lost, and the memories of the candy, and like maybe that's why like Suki is like biting on diamonds, like they're trying to find like the memory candy to try and remember how to get back to each other, to maybe try and remember how to find Suyeon in particular, but also Suyeon had her own scenes with like the trampoline. But maybe that's why she was off on her own on the trampoline because she is maybe stranded out there, and she had like a radio and like maybe like calling out for help, and ultimately they find her through their memories, maybe like by remembering, maybe by eating the candy, whatever it is, all this various different symbolism that can't quite decipher, but it all comes together in the end with them finding their way back to each other. Why there's like maybe a supernatural element to it? Why exactly? Why exactly? When Sua hugs Seon, there's like all this floating stuff, like the floating keyboard, and like all this other floating material that drops to the ground. Maybe I don't I can't even say maybe. I have no guesses as to what that was. But I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I have no idea. Oh, but I want to know so badly. I want to. Oh, so there's like a teddy bear. There's a mixtape of all we have lost. Okay, that's what the mixtape says. Maybe there's a clue in the appendix title. Appendix of all we have lost. An appendix is, I mean, other than the one we have in our bodies, also in a book, it comes sometimes afterwards in a book, kind of just like extra material, just like additional material. It's like the opposite of a preface. And maybe that's also why Gyeoksatang is more this chiller, jazzier, groovier sound. It's a bit of an appendix. It's sort of like this is this additional extra material after what came out previously, which I know I've missed out on a couple, and I will be playing catch up, so don't worry about that. But perhaps there's a clue sort of in that of all we have lost. And I wonder if losing each other was a part of that, as we see them separated throughout the music video. And it seems like ultimately they were trying to find their way back to each other. So, a bunch of questions as always, but at the same time, beautiful music video. As always, I always really appreciate their cinematography. I think this one in particular had just much more of a. It had like this suspenseful noir vibe to the music video that I really like. They have that, I think, always throughout most of their music videos. There is this sense of suspense. Depends on the music video. It kind of slightly tweaks here and there. Also, I think depending on the song. But I think the inclusion of this sort of smoothier jazz realm, as well as I think this indoor, what is it, like a ballroom or something like that, where they knock out a Yeti? And I don't know. Like, I don't know what all that was about. I'm going to go with knockout rather than go jump to straight murder. But the way it's color graded with, it's like so yellow and this sepia tone. And also it's the framing of these shots as well. It's something you would see in, oh my God, the framing of this shot right here. It's something you would see in like a thriller movie. It's something like, it's how you frame a scene when like two detectives are looking down on a body, and it's like one of those super like highbrow, artful, like True Detective, like just crazy, well-made Oscar award-winning type of series. It's also the framing of these shots that give it this strange noir vibe to it. The color grading, of course, honestly, kind of even though it's bright and it's pretty well saturated, there's something about the way they play with their shadows and the blacks that kind of give it a little bit of an eerie feeling to it. And so the overall music video has this really cool, suspenseful noir look to it that I'm a huge fan of. I love it. I love it. I think that's probably my favorite aspect of this music video is actually their shot framing. There's a lot of great things about this video. But I think their shot framing, especially the way they showcase how small they look in some of these shots and how big and empty they are, they really accomplish it with like longer length lenses. And so the camera itself is backed up really far away to frame them like this. But then it's a longer shot, so it creates like this much richer depth, and it makes it look way creepier. It makes it look way more hollow and empty. Let me try to get this shot of Suo. Hold on. Well, there was another outdoor scene right there, but okay, I can't nail it right here. Oh, there it is right there. 117. That shot right there. Oh, that's why it was so hard to nail down. There's like half a second shot. This shot right here in the car. Oh my god, I'm having the worst luck of my life. This shot right here. All of these very specific framing throughout the video really give it a kind of a little creepy thriller suspense, which I think you can all kind of package under the noir umbrella aesthetic. And it's, I think, especially interesting to be able to achieve a noir look to a music video while making it such a brightly, like, well saturated and colorful music video too. Like it's not full creepy like some of the other videos, but you know, it's a little unnerving, I think it is. And I think the fact that it's these shot choices, like the colorful like candies dropping on the piano tiles, with this very bright, vibrant, jazzy sound, like, again, this top line is very beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. It makes it especially, I think, that much more cooler, and it gives it more of that noir aspect to it. So really enjoyed that music video. Really enjoyed that little twist of a title track. I was expecting something a little bit more, I don't know, something a little bit more in the realm of like their Yunoya, something that's poppier and kitschier, honestly. But hey, I'm not complaining. Like I said, love the jazz sound, love the jazz vibe, and I love how groovy it is. But I would love to pass the question off to you guys. What do you guys think of 기억사탕 by Billlie? What do you guys think of the music video? What do you guys think of the song? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, will be checking out some of the other Billlie stuff that I missed. I've been going in order, and I checked out the Village of Perception Chapter 3 album recently. So I'm going to be dropping that on my Patreon this month. So if you want to check that out, you can come join us. Links in the description. You can always just subscribe over here and check out my other videos up here to support us for free. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.